Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So happy to have you here today with me. Let's get it going. Well, today we're going to be talking about an article that we all know about. There's a couple things that I want to talk about. One being that house. And it's kind of like, for real, you want to buy a house that got 16 bathrooms? 9 bedrooms, really? You want to do, like, you made a choice, a conscious choice to buy that house that you still have to make payments on, that you could have easily bought, like, cash down. Here is a house. And then you want to relate to people that can't even buy food. That's what I'm trying to grapple with right now, that you made that choice. What a poor choice. And part of the reason why I started this channel, let's talk about teachable moments, folks. Teachable moments. How can anybody relate to a couple that is carrying on with this nonsense? And that just goes to show you that this is what she cares about. This is what Harry has given her. Harry has given Meghan the privilege of being able to go out and buy a house that's millions of dollars without a job. Without a job. I know I can't go get a mortgage without a job. I get residuals too. And I know she's getting residuals that she may say, well, that's how I'm paying for it. But let me tell you something. She ain't getting Seinfeld money residuals. She is not getting Friends residuals. She's not getting residual checks that are going to give her more than $40,000 a month. I can tell you that. So how in the world did they buy a house that is this big? Or why would they even buy a house like this, knowing that they are trying to be humanitarians? They are trying to be people that can relate to the common folk. And you're going to go buy a house that's this expensive? And you're going to meet people who are homeless and poor? Are you going to offer to open up your home to people who are disadvantaged? Are you going to show your real humanitarian side by giving people a place to stay, giving them maybe a bathroom, their own bathroom, because you certainly cannot use 16 bathrooms. There's just no way you can do it. And if you are able to do it, it's on the most privileged way that I've ever seen anybody use a bathroom, by using one bathroom every day for almost a month. So how are you really going to do this? And why would you want to? We're going to just read this article, talk about it. I like what Marky Meg posted today on Twitter. I think it's great that they're out and about helping, but does it really need to be so public and used as a PR exercise? They left because they wanted privacy, or maybe they just lied. I think the latter, Marky Meg. They just lied. Good point she brought out. This is in reference to the article, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle go back to work. Couple don face masks as they hand out essentials to families at a back-to-school event for Baby to Baby and first charity outing since lockdown. So you're going to go buy this $1 million house, and then you're going to go out into the public and you're going to help people who can't even buy back-to-school supplies. And you want these people to be so grateful and thankful that you are giving them free supplies while you didn't just purchased a house with 16 bathrooms. You just bought several $1 million house that you don't even have a job to support the mortgage that you owe on this house. But yet they want these people to relate to them. The hypocrisy is completely off the charts, you guys. And anybody who supports this, I'm telling you, people need to wake up. They are using people to show that we're good people. Look at what we do for the common folk. And don't get too close, because we have a nice big mansion that only we 3 people can live in. Me, my son, and my husband. Like, it doesn't even make sense, you guys. So I just don't understand how they think people can relate to them. And this should be a very teachable moment to most people, because they should be able to see the hypocrisy in this. They should be able to see that they are using this as a photo op to say, look what we did. We went out into the community and we gave people free supplies. Now ask yourself this. Do you think she would do that and nobody knew about it? Nobody knew about it? No, she would not. This only serves a purpose because people can see her doing it. The article goes on. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex volunteered to a back-to-school charity event with masks that marks, their first charity engagement since lockdown. They were giving out distributed supplies, clothes, and nappies at a drive-through run by Los Angeles Charity to Baby, which provides basic necessities for families in need. So this is how I see this would have been the better choice for them. If they would have bought a house, let's say a $5 million house. Do you know what you can get for $5 million? You can get something pretty decent, and they could have paid cash for it. I would have respected that a lot more than getting something that they could not afford, where they had to make payments on, and had they paid back what they owed to Frogmore. So it's like the things that they're doing, the steps that they are taking to be this woke couple and to show people that we're good people. First of all, they could have done this as royals. So why would they even want to leave the royal family to go out and to do what they could have been doing where Harry's from? Knowing Harry is suffering from mental illness, Harry is not going to thrive living in Los Angeles. But see, Meghan is getting all the publicity that she needs to help boast herself and her credibility as someone who cares for the people. But we can see through this. Like I said, I got my glasses on. I can see you. I'm looking at your body skills. I'm looking at your action skills. I'm looking at your decision making, and I can tell you are a fraud. You perpetrating. That's what I can see. Speaking to Royal Central, Scobie said the couple love to get out there and to be active in the field. Sure they do. Are they doing what Princess Anne does? She just shows up and does stuff. She don't expect people to come and take pictures. Like, is that the kind of giving back and being in the community that they like? Because this is only serving a point, and then is as relevant is because there are pictures taking that show them doing it. Okay. Harry and Meghan have made it clear that their work in the UK, including their royal patronages, will continue, he explained. Yeah, and let's not forget the fact that they left the royal family kicking sand in everybody's face and say how horrible everybody is, and that's why we left. No, they needed a reason. They made up an atrocious reason why they left the royal family, and now they're doing them in America, living the high life, doing what they want to do, because it's not really about the people that they were serving or the Queen. It's really about them looking the way they are looking as they give out their freebies. Okay, that is what that is. And as far as that book being #1, I mean, I wouldn't put it past the fans of the Sussexes to go out and buy a bunch of those books, because they really are working overtime to really put them on a pedestal. They are not as popular as it might suggest from these book sales. People want to see the lies that they have written about. And this is why, if anything, people have bought the book. It certainly is not because people are fans and people want to hear what they have to say, and that people, for that matter, believe what the book is saying. Because like I said from the very beginning, the book is going to have all kind of typos in it, period. Okay, we have people that are making poor choices. The house in Santa Barbara is listed in Meghan Markle's name. Now, Harry, you didn't even think to have that house put in your name, and maybe it was for tax reasons, perhaps. I don't know, but that's slick. That's okay. So basically, I just wanted to say, You know, the poor decision making continues. We can see that Harry, he's still sleeping in his delusion. He don't understand what's going on around him. They want to continue with their charities in the UK. Good for them. Let's see them do it. Let's see them actually go to the UK and do what they say once this whole lockdown is over, because we know when they go back, there's going to be a lot of tension. And them wanting to go back as soon as possible is going to be put on the back burner, because who wants to go back to some craziness that they've created? They're not going to be welcomed by the British people. Personally, I think that they're saying that they're going to go back to the UK to help with their charities because they want to give people a sense of calm. They want to make people think, oh, well, we're going to go back. So just, you know, hold out, stop getting all crazy upset with us right now. We just can't because there's a lockdown. But let's just see how soon they go back once the lockdown is lifted. And they could be just saying that because they know this lockdown is going to be for a while. And so, hey, let's just say we're going to go back so people can kind of get off our backs for a little bit. That's what I think. They're just saying that to calm people down, to get their panties out of a bunch, because, you know, people all in a tizzy right now because they done bought this mansion. So they had to say something to kind of ease the people's minds about, you know, them not paying back for Frogmore. You know, oh, yeah, we're going to come. We're going to do our charity work, you guys. Just calm down. We're going to do our charity. You know, look, we are on to this whole scenario. No one's being fooled by the things that they're doing. It's all for publicity. It's all for publicity. Insisting that both Harry and Meghan were failed by the monarchy. And you know what I'm going to say? No, they were not. They were not. Meghan and Harry failed to uphold what they said that they were going to do. People were not racist towards them. And if they were, you are a big girl. You know how to handle it. You know how to handle people who are not being nice to you. And the people that were being nice to you are the people that matter, which is the royal family, the people that you were living with, the people that had given you so much more than they had given Kate. So to me, it is so appalling that they would even write this. So ask yourselves this question. How is it that they're going to go back to England to do their charity work after they've been claimed that they were treated poorly by the monarch? They're not going back. And if they do go back, it's going to be on the most low down, undercover, nobody knows we're here kind of way. Don't be fooled by this, you guys. Don't be fooled by, they're not going back. Prince here, and they know that the lockdown in California is like pretty much started all over again. They opened up and then they had to shut down again because things started to get bad. We are looking at a couple that wanted to have privacy, but they always in the news. We are looking at a couple that said they wanted to have a break from it all. It was just too much for them. But yet they're always in the news. We're always seeing Meghan doing some summit interview or trying to talk to people on Zoom or going out and feeding people and having cameras show up there. What is it? What is it? See, this is what I need people to understand. People are not hating on Meghan, but what they are doing, they're calling out her hypocrisy. Like, we don't want to hear that nonsense because this lady is telling us one thing and she's clearly doing another thing. She has another agenda. She wants to be the kind of person that looks like she's there. She's like our Princess Diana. She's a humanitarian. She's trying to get people to warm up to her, that she's really a nice person and those royals are just bad people. We don't like them because they're racist and they do all these mean things to me. But yet at the same time, she's trying to put herself in the forefront by going and doing these talks on Zoom where they're released. She's given permission for them to release these interviews that she's been having. And yet we're supposed to believe that she wants to have a quiet life and that, you know, she doesn't want to be hounded by the photographers and the press, but she calls them to show up and take pictures of her doing good things. Like, the lady is lying in our faces and she's just trying to make everybody think what she said is what she said and to believe her, but she's going to do something else. And so when she's not authentic, it comes across as she's using people that really need help. Like she's using people, it's what do they call it? They call it charity porn, where she's trying to make it look like she's really trying to be charitable by doing these nice things, but all she's doing is just doing things to make herself look like she's trying to be nice to people, and just using people as their disadvantage is a way to help her profile. Like the more disadvantaged you are, hey, you need something, come to me. I'll make it look like I'm going to give you something because I want you to be down and out so that I can make my profile look like I'm the glorious saint and savior to come help you. Like we don't need her helping nobody. What I don't understand is how you can go and buy a house that's $11 million that got 16 bathrooms, 9 bedrooms, and it's just 3. Look, three of y'all in the house. Well, maybe one more if you count her mother. But do you really need all of that? And then you're going to get a mortgage? You're going to get a mortgage and then you're going to get this that you can't put the cash down and pay for before you even pay back what you spent on Frogmore. The waste of money, the waste of the things that she is doing to try to come across as somebody who is being an authentic person makes me want to just throw up. I am sick of it. My stomach hurt. Stop making me want to puke.